end. So we can definitely get that taken care of for you guys. So we had some participation last semester during football homecoming week, but if you guys want to do that this time, it's definitely a lot of fun for those of you who have done it before with us. So I encourage you to do that. So, all right. So moving on. So who got to listen to the podcast from last time? Anyone? Cool. I got a couple people. All right. Yeah. Did you like it? Was it pretty neat? Or was it kind of creepy? What'd you think? Yeah. Got a thumbs up from Kayla. She liked it. Cool. Got a thumbs up from Adeline. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Okay. That's cool. Like it. Like it. All right. So we'll have some more things like that. So what did you think from the idea from the psychoanalytic or moral critical point of view, from that like analytical thinking, from that lens? What did you think about it from that? And you guys can unmute, or you can tell me in the chat, and I'll just, however you want to do that. So feel free to unmute, though. We can definitely have a conversation. Anyone? Can't tell if anyone's typing or not. Okay, so I've got, he had chosen to do evil and led him to ignore his morals and ethics. Okay, so that kind of goes along with the idea of our theme that we've been talking about, is what leads good people to do bad things. Okay, right? And then I have another comment about, I thought that Webster was dominated by his id, which we talked about with Sigmund Freud. Okay. When he killed Parkman. All right, that's a very good analysis, a very good analysis. So those are very, very good ways of looking at things through those critical lenses that we've talked about. Very, very good, very, very good. So I like that, I like that. Anyone else have any feedback on those podcasts, on that podcast that you all listened to last for our homework? No. It's a lot more interesting when we talk to each other. I promise. We got to get moving, get talking to each other. Okay. So, because I don't want to stay on it for too long, because I know we are short on time and everything. I do want to keep moving on. But I want you, as we keep going forward, I do want you to keep those, psychoanalytical and moral critical lens in the back of your head as we keep going forward, because those are the two big lenses that we are looking at when we are reviewing and reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, when we're reading this story. Okay, so the one thing, there's a couple things I want to go over today while I've got you here with us together. And I'm going to share my screen with you. So if you all will go to your Google Classroom. And you will see under your classwork tab, you will see that I have posted, other than your vocabulary that you have today and your grammar work that you have today, I've posted a assignment called Motif versus Theme. Okay, this is a slide presentation, but this is kind of has all the information that you're going to need to complete your assignment that's going to be going on for today. It also has your final project included in it, so make sure that we're going to review that a little bit today too. Okay, so if you open that up. So have any of you all heard of Motif before? Okay, a few. Okay, so sometimes motif and theme, because I know we've worked on theme before. We worked on theme a lot last semester. Okay, so the theme and motif can definitely get confused sometimes. Okay, Theme is a fundamental concept. Okay, it goes through the entire story. That's something that we see that's abstract. It's not concrete. It's something that we have to infer that the author is trying to get us to understand from the story. Okay, it's something that we have to kind of guess at. Okay, a motif, though, is something it's concrete. It's something that we can grab onto and we can say, okay, this we know is happening. This we know is going on. We've got symbols for this. We've got information for this. We know that it is happening. It's repetition. It's there, and we've got it available for us. And we've got specific ideas and symbols that are telling us that this is happening. Okay, so an example of that could be, who's read Harry Potter or even seen the movies Harry Potter? Really? Nobody? Come on. Nobody's seen Harry Potter. Nobody? Nobody? Okay, I got some chats. Here we go. Nope. Am I getting too even old for Harry? Is we getting too young for Harry Potter now? Okay, so so if we're getting to a point to where if we look at Harry Potter is divided into houses and things like that, and so a lot of times if we look at that motif is divided into different different societies or different cultures, or even some people have said that that's dividing us into like racism, okay, like different societies, okay? So if we look at Harry Potter dividing us into houses, we are divided into different cultures and different races, okay? What about Great Gatsby? Don't tell me you haven't read Great Gatsby. If you were in 11th grade here at Siloam, you read Great Gatsby. Yeah. Okay, there's my head nods. Okay, all right. So one of the motifs in Great Gatsby is wealth and finance, okay? So that is kind of like, that's the American dream in Great Gatsby, okay? That's the whole idea of the American dream is wealth, okay? And that whole idea. And then the Valley of Ashes, that's the corruption of the American dream. That's the whole, that's it falling apart, okay? You see where I'm saying? So that's an idea of a motif, okay? Those are the repetitions that we see throughout the novel and throughout the book, okay? So those are ideas of motifs. That's concrete evidence that we have those ideas within our story, okay? So I know those are kind of quick overviews and kind of quick elements and ideas and things like that, but I'm gonna give you a list of ideas and a list of words that you can see that will help you along with some of these things. So let me go over our, and you have access to all this information. So you have access to this little chart. I love this chart here because I think it does help exemplify like what the difference between theme and motif, so that you guys can go back and look and see the differences between the two. All right, I want to go to the next slide. This actually talks about your final project for the unit, so that kind of gives you a head start about what you're going to be looking for when it comes to your final, what you need to be doing for this particular project here. So let's take a look at this. Did not link properly. Sorry, guys. Let me fix that for you. There we go. It's linked now. Okay, so I will have all these dates. We're going to set up these dates as we go along. Once we kind of see how our project is moving forward. We have talked about as an English department to set up groups for the students in building. I'm going to start a group project today with you all, and I'm going to see how that works out. Okay. And if this works out well, then there are possibilities that we will have some group elements to this project as well with our virtual group. Okay, I hope it works out well, because I would love to have group projects with you all and work that, because I think it's really important that you all, as from a virtual standpoint, have that collaboration and work together as well. So here, your task for this particular unit, after we read The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is such an awesome book, guys. I'm really excited to read this, and I think you guys will really enjoy it too. So You'll be tracing one motif from the novella, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Throughout your reading of the novella, you are expected to copy quotes or passages from the play that demonstrates this motif. As your assessment, you will incorporate the quotes or passages you have tracked into a creative project to demonstrate the motif. You will also write a theme statement about the motif in the novella. Okay, these are the motifs that you will choose from. Okay, so these are at least I'm giving you the motifs to choose from. So you'll have these options to choose from. All right. The expectations, this is nothing new, guys. I do expect you to come to our Zoom sessions prepared every day. That's nothing new. You know this. Okay. You're expected to work proficiently on your own and with your group, should we have groups. Okay. So this means you abide by the established norms for your group, that you would participate well in your group and be kind and considerate to your peers. Everyone must participate in group discussions. While reading, you must take notes and copy down quotes that demonstrate your motif, and you contribute to your group when having group meetings, okay? I will have note checks and things like that as we go forward. All right, so I will check on those to make sure that you are taking notes and being able to, so that I can also correct anything as we go forward. So make sure that you are on the right track, make sure that things are moving forward the way they should be, because I don't want you to get to the end of your project and there be a big confusion and then everything be like, oh no, something's gone wrong and we don't know where it happened at. So I want to catch it before it's wrong at the end. Okay. So you must plan and create some type of project that demonstrates how the motif you were assigned is established. I'm going to let you all choose. Okay. I'm not going to assign you a motif. I'm going to let you all choose. If we get to a point to where every single person has chosen the same thing, then we'll talk about choosing some. We'll talk about assigning ones, but I will let you all choose. The idea is that the audience will be able to view your project and clearly understand the motif you have and how it develops through Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You must also write a theme statement about your motif and the novella. It must read at the end of your performance. Use the 3-word theme builder, okay? This is the 3-word theme builder. You all have seen this before in our other projects, all right? Some of you have struggled with this in the past. If you are still struggling with this, please let me know. I am happy to help you. If I see you struggling with it during our project, I will definitely pull you in and we will work on this together, okay? As we go through, here are the point breakdowns and how we're going to work on this together, okay? I just want to make sure that everyone stays on track and we don't have any issues. I saw a lot of things happen last semester that I don't want to repeat this semester. And this is why we're going to have the breakdown of this at this time. Okay, guys? Like I said, I'm not trying to hover over your stuff, but I just want to make sure that we stay on track this semester and make sure that anyone who has any confusion or any struggles that we make sure that we work through together and not wait until the very end of the project. Okay. So again, this is just a quick overview because we don't have a lot of time together, but this is we're going to work on this throughout the project and we'll talk about it several times between now and the end of the project. Okay. Any questions about this really quick overview right now about what to expect? Okay, everyone's so quiet. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. Jared, can you hear me yet? Can you hear anything yet? I know I got a note from you saying you couldn't hear anything. Can you hear me now? Can you hear anything? Can everybody else hear me? I see you guys shaking your heads and stuff, so I'm assuming everybody else can hear me. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so, all right, so we're gonna move along to the homework that I'm gonna give you for today. All right, and our first little group project that we're gonna try out and hope that and we're gonna see if it works. So here's my biggest rule for group projects, especially in a virtual setting. okay? When we are in a virtual setting, my expectation of you as virtual students is that if you do not hear from someone in your group within the first 24 hours of me assigning that project, okay, the first 24, that means like from this point on until tomorrow morning at 8:30, if you do not hear from someone in your group, then you need to contact me immediately, okay? That way I can make sure that I get a hold of them, and I can make sure that I figure out what's going on and why they're not contacting you, okay? Because like I said, this is a group project. You are working together, but you are getting individual grades. It's not like you're going to get, you are not doing all the work and they're going to get credit for it, okay? They're not going to get credit for something that you do, for those of you who are concerned about that, okay? So there are still going to be pieces. If they don't participate, then they're not going to get the credit, okay? So I know some of you do worry about that when it comes to group work. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You have, this is your assignment. Each of you have been assigned, here's your group. Some of you have larger groups than others, okay? Which means obviously there'll be a little bit more to it as you go. You will read these stories. They're each by Edgar Allan Poe, one of my favorite authors ever. Love Edgar Allan Poe. So keep in mind, I have read all these stories 1,000 times. He's my favorite author, so I know everything about these stories. Okay, so you will pick out 3 motifs that appear in your assigned story and provide 3 pieces of textual evidence and demonstrate the presence of that motif in your story. Then expand one motif into a theme statement. Okay, so your theme statement, obviously you can use your 3-word theme, the 3, as we talked about up here. You can go back to here and you could use the 3-word theme builder to help you build that theme statement. Okay, this is a good resource for you. All right, so you have access again. I see all of you pretty much on this PowerPoint presentation. These are your teammates. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. You have editing access to this PowerPoint presentation. Okay, you will add a slide. You will title it with your story, and you will give the information on the slide. Does that make sense? I will be able to see who types on the slide and who does what on the slide. Okay, so I will be able to see the group work on the slide and who does what on the slide. Does that make sense? Because I can go back and look at the history of the slide. Now, if people, I don't usually have this issue with seniors because you all are, kind of grown and, act more adults and things like that. But if you guys decide to go mess with other people's slides, we will have a little conversation and your grade will suffer. Don't mess with other people's slides because I can go back and see that as well. Okay. I've never had that issue before with seniors, but I'm just giving you kind of a heads up. Don't do that. Okay. Again, make sure that you, again, if you don't hear from your group members within the first 24 hours of me assigning this project, you contact me immediately, okay? I will figure out a way to get in touch with your group and we will make things happen, okay? Again, the idea is that I will have basically 4 slides here and it will tell me all about these stories here along with their motifs. Okay, and I cannot spell today. There we go. All right, any questions about this right here? Because we are running out of time. I always feel like we run through this stuff so fast. Please ask questions if you have them. So we're good? Everyone understands everything I say all the time. Oh my gosh, that must be like the greatest thing ever. Okay, so so again, guys, I have office hours this afternoon from 1 to 2. I'll have post a Zoom link on Classroom. So if you guys need me, it is, again, guys, it is your time. It is for you to talk to me personally. If you guys need something, I know some people are just don't want to talk in front of the class, which is totally cool. If you want me to talk to you just one-on-one, that's what I'm here for. Come see me, jump on Zoom, we'll chat, we'll do what we need to. And, but that is your time from 1 to 2, I'm yours, okay? So come and see me. If you need something, if you need help with class, if you're having any issues, please let me know. I'm trying to get some things graded for you as well. I'll get those in the grade book as soon as possible. And otherwise, guys, thank you for coming this morning. It's good to see everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right, bye guys. Have a good day. I'll see you.